everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. This is a team that comes into the game wishing there was more on the line, but the reality is they're just playing out the string at this point. Still, despite their disappointing season, you can be sure they'll be giving it their all here. It's the Redskins going up against the 49ers. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 12 matchup.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a good... They'll try and start this drive in the air. On the catch, it's Crowder. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
First carry for the former Florida State man. It's Carlos Williams. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Well, good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who is that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him, and sometimes you're not able to block him no matter who's trying.
He finds his target. It's Crowder. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll look to throw here on first down. Crowder's got it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Caught on the right side, Reed. A gain of 6 there on first. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence. It allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. On second down, Williams fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And the 49ers on the defensive side of the football.
Navarro Bowman makes anyone's short list for the best linebackers in the game.
Green 39. All right, now look at 56. Look at here we go.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive. 2nd down to the offense in search of 6 yards. A give to Williams, running right. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any side of the line of scrimmage. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Dustin Hopkins now for the Redskins field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive. That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy. Now it's Wilson. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Tackle made there by Mason Foster. And here's the headshots for the offense, and Carlos Hyde, a talented back. Has taken over as the lead runner. A terrific talent. Can batter you inside, but has more speed than what you expect to take it the distance. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. Complete. This is Albert Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And he was able to find a very soft spot in that zone coverage. I love that term, Brandon. That soft spot where you find the open area, set up, and catch the football before the hard collision comes afterwards. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. Torrey Smith, watch him go. And he'll be marked down deep in Washington territory. Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position. Time running out here on the play clock. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play. And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there. It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Kaepernick throwing on second down. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? Now they'll let Olawale have a crack at it. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And Frank's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So it's an old-school extra point, but certainly a disappointment that they couldn't get 6.
Yeah, when you see 19-yard field goal in the box score, you kind of shake your head. But their head coach decided 3 was enough.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
Again, it's Williams. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. They're going to look to throw, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Curley. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Over the middle to Smith. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And here is the Redskin defense.
Josh Norman was not a first-round pick when he entered the NFL, but he always thought he should be. Never lacked for confidence, and now he plays at a Pro Bowl level.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the... And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
3rd down now following the run. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Here's Kaepernick. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And give him 12 yards and a 1st down.
recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll come out in the pistol. First down, a run with Hyde. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Kaepernick to throw on second down. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Whenever I go to a team's practice facility and watch them work, I love to watch the defensive guys in what they call pursuit drills. The ball goes either towards them or away from them. How fast will they respond? On this play, the defensive end responded better than anyone and made a really nice play.
On second down, here's Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. On third and long, it's Kaepernick. Over the middle here to Brown. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Kaepernick's going to try to sneak it. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
One of the hallmarks of their success this year, they've been fearless on 4th down, and they convert another one right here to move the chains.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Now this time, Kaepernick will throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much. and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Cap gives to the tailback high. And a short gain down to about the 33. Jarrell Freeman in on the stop. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. From the gun on third down, Kaepernick. And able to find Garcon. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Kaepernick gives to Hyde. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Second down following the run. Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. Flushed out right. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll be third down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. And defensively, and now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And counting the defense here, the Redskins have 6 defensive backs out there. To throw, Kaepernick. He gets it to Brown. Complete. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. And defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising, but they wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
Kaepernick to throw on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Pierre Garcon, the intended receiver. And it's third and short.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
This defense has held on so far. Now from the 3, this is third and goal. Kaepernick now to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Reed with it over the middle. 20 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, Redskins. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the...
Second down, 9 yards to go. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some route.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now on first, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Handoff comes to Hyde. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Kaepernick will try again on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And the offense needs 7 out of this play on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
Kaepernick to throw again. This will be caught just inside the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Carlos Hyde with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And it's up and good. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? 15 yards on the pickup there, and that leads to a Washington first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Out to the left here to Reed. They give him 15 more, and it's another first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Fresh set of downs here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Caught on the right side, Reed. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down.
Here we go. Boom, 90.
Back to throw again. He sets to fire deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. Now fourth down. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. And now the 49er offense ready to go and getting back out onto the field. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive guy,
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Kaepernick now to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Flush to his right, toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
One receiver left, 3 to the right. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. This will be caught by Brown. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On first down, Kaepernick. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The intended receiver was Corey Brown. And now it's second down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Strong right, strong right.
Back to the air on second down. It's Kaepernick. Over the middle to Garcon. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Smith catches left side. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Really good job by the offense there. Every second counts right now. So for them to get out of bounds and save some time, that's a nice move.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Now Kaepernick again. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Hyde. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves them with a 1st and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Dancing to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Second down, here's Kaepernick. Looking for Garcon, and it's intercepted. And some room to maneuver. There he goes, left side. The 40. He's at the 30. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Redskins who have the lead here. As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Now a run with Hyde. They find some open field here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
A 10th carry for Hyde. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
Kaepernick to Hyde on the draw. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I believe I understand where the offense was going there. They just hit a big pass play, thought they could fool him with a run, but maybe they overthought it a little bit. Just hit a nice pass, come back with another one, keep the momentum going.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Third down, still 14 yards left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a fourth down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Frank's kick is good. And that's going to tie us at 13. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front, they moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. Brian Grant, the intended target. And that'll make it third down. Third and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man, it's right. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And Paul has it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. 2nd down and 4. Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Third down and 4.
I got trick this side. We got 3. Watch 7.
From the gun on 3rd down, Kaepernick steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Back to the ground. This time it's Hyde. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. Over the middle here to Wilson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. Complete to the right. This is Garcon. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are still on the field. Throwing the corner route there. Really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say
the good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. On 2nd down, Hyde. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And They'll try and burn some clock with a sneak. Back now here in Santa Clara. 13 all our score as we start quarter number 4. And this seemingly endless drive continues. They'll run high. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. That's caught at the 1. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Pierre Garçon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have moved down in front. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
He finds his target. It's Crowder. A gain of 19 and picking up the 1st. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
But we just saw him run the football really effectively there with 3 tight ends in the game. And any defensive coordinator, when they see that set, if they can get more bodies out onto the field, not more than 11, of course, but bigger bodies to combat what they're going to do, because that's a run-heavy formation. Those guys are out there to block 9 times out of 10. And in this case, they did it really successfully.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Carlos Hyde, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And the lead will grow by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Brought in over the middle by Grant. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second down, just 1 yard to go. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Complete to right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Really nice little connection there. They go with the corner route, and it works out well.
And the best way to set up the corner route is to throw slants throughout the ball game so that when you're able to get back outside, the defender has to respect the inside game.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. They saw it, came right for it, and made a nice...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Lynch in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there. And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Now it's Curley. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense, it's really kind of geared to stop that play. Your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Another tote for the afternoon workhorse. It's high. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now third down, less than a yard. Hyde, the lone man in the backfield. And they'll give it to him here. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
But it was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Play clock winding down. On the carry, it's Davis. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Let's see what they go to here on 3rd down and 6. They go again with Davis. And a short gain here down to the 22. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Frank's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now it's 2nd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
And the pass complete to Ryan Grant. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This one caught by Crowder. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.